got the Giants burner at wide receiver. It was a banner week for him last time out, finishing with 147 yards. It's the Giants and the Ravens, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. He ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Taken in at the 22. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore's offense making its way out for the first time, and leading them, their quarterback, a guy who is just so electric under center in his 5th season now, Lamar Jackson.
Another excellent season from Lamar Jackson that was cut short by ankle injury and actually showed just how much he is valued as the leader of the Baltimore Ravens, as they went 0-4 down the stretch and missed the playoffs without him. Prior to that, they were 8-5 in a tough AFC North, and he was on his way to his 3rd 1,000-yard season as a runner and career-high marks as a passer.
Tay Crowder able to make the play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing is Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Jones. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Giants in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind out the first down.
As a general rule, defensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That's a good job there by the corner. A lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. That's complete to Robinson. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt, that one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces, because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
From the 31, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. After one, 7-0 on